What is going on, everybody? My name is Terry Haunts, and, well, we finally got our very first leaks of Spirit Halloween. We got to see a little bit of the ISE, as well as some of the props. So, today I'm going to go ahead and review the ones that we have so far, and if we get some more tomorrow, and some later on today, then I'll make another update video tomorrow. And tomorrow will be the release of something official, according to Spirit Halloween, so that will be very peak, and you know, I will cover it. So, without further ado, this is Terror Haunts, and let's get right into it. Okay, so first up on the leaks that we got, we have this photo of Sinister Straw Man. Now this, you can't really make out too many details on him, but so far it's looking pretty cool if you ask me. He has what appears to be a red plaid costuming with a burlap neck piece with some straw fur around the neck and around his hair, and a grayish black standard pointy scarecrow hat. Now this actually looks really cool. I personally am a fan of this. I like the design. Like I said, you can't really see too much detail in this. I don't know how this is going to work or anything. I know it's a Mr. Dark reskin, but I'm really hoping it looks good. I think the face might be kind of like how Faceless Scarecrow is, where you don't actually see the face until it lights up. I'm hoping that's the case because as of right now, I don't really see too much detail. So hopefully that'll get fixed, or, you know, these are just prototype photos, so for all we know, you never know. But yeah, this is what Sinister Straw Man looks like. Thank you to the people that leaked these. If I end up actually finding any of the people that do for these specific photos, I will, you know, be sure to credit them. Most of these leaks, to my knowledge, were found by Mr. Spirit Dev on Discord. They have a person that gives them the leaks, so huge thanks to Mr. Spirit Dev. Yeah, this is Sinister Straw Man. He is the Mr. Dark reskin. I expect him to probably be around $280 to $300 as per the normal pricing for Mr. Dark props. And, well, let's get right into the next prop. Alright, so next up we have Lantern Keeper right here. Now, Lantern Keeper is a pumpkin guy. And, well, let me tell you, I really like the detail on this guy. He has a lot of really gross, nasty costume detailing, which you don't really see much on props. A lot of the times it's just little spots and areas that have dirt and grime detailed onto it. But, well, this right here, this is actually a lot of good detailing. I really like how this guy looks. The only thing I'm not too big on is the face, but at the same time, though, I still haven't seen what it does, so I'm not going to be too quick to judge, because by all means, this very well could turn out to be my favorite prop. Who knows? But I really like this guy. This is the Lantern Keeper. I'm assuming he is a sort of lunging prop, maybe, given his stance. This is currently, I believe, the only photo of him we have, unfortunately. But he is a very, very cool looking prop. I really do like it. Honestly, the only complaint I really have about him, like I said, if any, is just the face. And that's just, the best way I can put it is, you know that whole thing of, like, if you're drawing something, you're trying to do, like, a professional style drawing, like a realism drawing. And sometimes it's best to put less details, if that makes sense. Because if you put too much details, it starts to become kind of cartoonish and feels more of like a caricature rather than a realism drawing. That's sort of the case with this guy, but at the same time, though, it still has some sort of charm to it that makes me like it. So, very nice, Spirit. I really like this guy. So, let's move on to the next prop. Okay, so right here we have the Valak, or the Nun prop, if you want to call it that. I really like the look of it. Supposedly, this one is going to be a sort of Emmeline-related mech. That's what everybody has said, that could have changed by all means, but I really like this. It looks really cool. I like the pose where it's sort of in that praying pose, It does sort of look mannish in this, as a lot of people have said. Personally, I don't see it. I think it looks just good as is. I really like how it has that haunting blue light that really makes the... if it makes sense, it makes the colors and everything pop. Like, it makes the yellow eyes and the black contrast. Putting like a blue light on anything really just makes the colors pop. If it's like a sort of a base color of something, like specifically white or something. But I really like this. I really do. It has really good detail. It's very accurate to the Nun movies. I haven't seen them, but from what I've seen of the Nun, this looks pretty close to it. So very, very nice. I really like it, and cannot wait to see what Spirit has to show us tomorrow. Hopefully it's a better look at the Nun. Okay, so if you look very close at the Nun photo in the background, we can actually see Two-Faced Teddy. Now, a lot of people are complaining, like, oh, well, Two-Faced Teddy, that made us think it was going to be a bear prop, you know? Which, yeah, I can see that, but at the same time, though, I mean, I'm glad we're getting a prop that's named something, but it's, if that makes sense. Because, I mean, look at this. This is a vintage-style clown. I like that. His face looks like it's meant to look deformed, so I'm assuming it's more of a freak show type character. His facial deformities kind of remind me of Twisty the Clown a little bit. That's what a lot of people have said. I like it. I really like this design. I'm really excited to see what his face looks like and what the whole two-faced portion of him is. I'm assuming maybe the other side of the face that we haven't seen is going to be all gory or something, or maybe it looks all evil. I really like this guy. I like his design. I like the way he looks. And, well, for a clown prop, and coming from me, somebody who's not too big on clown props, this is really not a bad prop. I actually like this design. Honestly, if depending on how he looks and depending on his price, I might get him for my clown section. So, very good job, Spirit. Very good job indeed. I like him. Okay, so now this next entry is where I'm actually going to start kind of complaining, because I genuinely still do not believe this is real. I'm still convinced this is fake. So, you've probably seen this by now, and it's this. Okay, now I refuse to believe this is real. This is the Young He animatronic. I probably butchered that name, so my bad to if there's any Korean people that watch this. I don't understand this prop at all. Supposedly, there's going to be a Squid Game section, like an ISC section dedicated to Squid Game. And I just don't understand why. It feels just entirely out of place. And also for $700. I mean, I just don't get why. It doesn't fit. I mean, yeah, I know Squid Game's popular again, and I understand that, but it feels too much like... It feels like Spirit's trying too hard, when they really shouldn't have to. Because, I mean, there's Spirit and Halloween. Whether they're gonna make profit either way, it just feels like they're trying too hard with that one. Like I said, I still refuse to believe that one's real because it just feels fake. Yeah, I know you were going to go to the comments and be like, oh, but it actually sends you to a page on the site for something that you can order from the catalog. But at the same time, though, what a lot of people I've talked to have stated is that that is an actual photo from the catalog, except the doll from Squid Game and the text have been photoshopped over an actual listing that just doesn't specify what the prop is. That's what I've been told. Now, it could very well be the Squid Game prop, which I guess they can do that if they want to. But at the same time, though, I just felt like I needed to, get it out there and just state my opinion that I'm not a big fan of it, if I'm going to be honest. It just depends on what it does, if I'm going to be honest. By all means, for $700, it could be the most accurate thing in the world. It could be perfect. But I just don't see it being worth $700. But, yeah, that's just my little rant on that. Now, as of right now, this does conclude all of the pictures of the props we have. However, here is an actual picture of the catalog itself that shows the ISE pieces. I'm not going to linger too much on these. I'll probably just have it flicker through the rest of the ISE pieces so that you guys can see the piece of the manuals that we do have, that we've seen. But I'm going to let it go through these so you guys can get a nice look at them. Pause the video if you want to, zoom in however you want to. And yeah, after these are shown, that will be the end of the video. So this has been Terror Haunts, and I hope you enjoy. Bye, everybody.